bonjour, bon après-midi, bonsoir. Whenever you're watching this, hi guys, my name is Asana. On this channel, we do fiber art. If you're interested in fiber art, you should consider subscribing. If you don't like to speak French like me, you should parler français. Bienvenue, bienvenue. Someone's in a good mood. Last year, I'm pretty sure this was last year, I made this mesh raglan sweater. I think last year or earlier, like really early this year, I made this and they referred me to another of their friend and I made another one. And oh my goodness, I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure I add the second one in one of my vlogs. I'll see if I can find the vlog and link it down below. But yeah, we're making a third one. The original designer is Spicy Brand. I'll leave their Instagram down below and I'll put a clip of their Instagram on this page. So she's the original designer. So today I'm going to make another one and I thought I would share it to you guys. I will share my tips and I always find it funny when I say tips and tricks. Like I'm not tricking. I'm not overthinking it. But I'll share my tips and tricks with you guys if you and hopefully you guys can share some tips and tricks. Oh my god. You can share some tips and tricks with me if you have some that I do not mention in this video. But yeah, I'm very excited. This third one is going to have a little bit of zazz. So I'm going to jazz this one up a little bit. Very excited about the color I'm going to be making it in. This beautiful yellow. I have 6 of this. Inshallah, I have enough. Like, I really hope I have enough. But yeah, it's this yellow, custard yellow. I think it's also called citron. But it looks like this. If you are in Nigeria or neighboring country, you will know it's this brand. This is the baby lamb. Hold on. Wow. Hold on. It is the baby lamb yarn extra, so the bulkier weight. When I made the first two, I used the regular size yarn. I think I used the for both, and this time I'm using like bulkier weight. I don't know what size of hook I'm going to be using here, but I want it to drape, so I know I'm going to be using upwards of 6 millimeters, and I'm sure I'll be using at least 2 sizes. So I'll go up in hook sizes as it grows. I think so. I haven't made a swatch, so we're going to make a swatch together so that I will like be sure what size of hook I want to use and everything like that. So yeah, if you guys are interested to watch me make this and share my tips and tricks what you guys did, you should keep on watching tricks. All right guys, I have 3 swatches. I guess the first trick is that I know I'm going to be using all 3 balls, so I pulled out yarn from all 3 to make as many swatches as I would like, because I am not wasting yarn. Imagine I have to like make a swatch, cut the yarn, make another one, cut it. Who's doing that? Not me. But if you don't have like as many yarns as you can use, what you can do is take pictures. So you make a swatch, take a picture, and make as many swatches as you like, so that way you're not wasting yarn. Or I don't know, that's something for me, because I know I'm only going to be keeping one of these swatches. I want to start this thing where I keep a swatch from every customer that I get or everything I make. So I think it's going to make for an interesting story like a year from now. So yeah, I know I'm keeping only one, and that's the one I go with. So the 3 swatches I have here, this is one with 6.5 millimeter hook, but then it is treble crochet. Like the stitches are so long. I know I will not be using this, at least not for the entire garment. I might use it towards the ends of the sleeves just so it can drape a little better. It drapes well, but I think the stitches are too tall, long for what I'm going for. So I know this is not a winner, so I'm keeping this. This one I used a 7 millimeter hook. I went up in size, and this is a 6.5 millimeter. They're both treble crochets. You can see that the difference is very minuscule, if any. Can you see? Very tiny height difference. I don't know if you guys can even see that, but I'm going to go with the 7 millimeter because I like how it hangs. I think it's going to drape better, like the entire garment. So this is 6.5 treble crochet, but it's also good, but it's stiff, it doesn't drape. as like this one does. So we're going for this. So now I know I'm going to be using this, so I can cut and save the swatch. We're going with these ones. I can just unravel them and fold back into my yarn, because wasting not here. Okay guys, now that I have my swatch, I'm going to start by making a chain that will go around the neck. So it's a raglan, so we're working top down. My client sent me their measurements. Their shoulder is 19 inches, so I know that that's like broad shoulders and needs to fit rather big or oversized on me. So that will be my reference. It needs to be big on me because my shoulders are 3 to 4 inches smaller than theirs. So now I'm just making a chain that will go around my neck or the head. I'll also be counting my chains, so I have like an even number, so I can divide this evenly. You know, with a raglan you have 4 points, 2 in front and 2 at the back. So I have counted, I have 100 chains here. Initially I thought I was going to do 30 in the front and 30 at the back, then 20 for the sleeves. Then I counted 30, was like too small in the front, so I'm going for like a open neckline look. So if I use 30, 1, 2, 3, this is 30. So that means that my increases will be here and here. But because my client has broad shoulders, I'm deciding to use 35, even you can use 40. So 35 is a little bit wider. That way it has like a better silhouette on them. So it fits better. Little details like this going longer. I know it doesn't look like much, just 5 chains, but it does. And then the shoulders will be 15 chains. Having 15 chains for the shoulders will give it like also broader shoulder silhouette, because it's going to start narrow and then grow really wide. So that way also it gives them like a silhouette of like broad masculine shoulders. So I'm quoting masculine because we don't do gender hair like that, but you get what I'm saying. So that way I'll have 35 in the front, 35 at the back, and then 15 on each shoulders. Because there's going to be a seam running down the back, I want the seam to be in the back, or I might move it to the front, because you guys, I do not like the look of seams. I'm currently making this dress. I'm redesigning this dress, and I am filming a video. I don't know if you're going to see that video before this one, but when I made the original dress, which is should be on the screen right now, I like that entire dress does not have seams. I do not like seeing seams in my garment. Sometimes you have to put seams, like this skirt I made, I had to put seams because I don't want to work it like in the round. So now I'm having to think or decide whether I want to put seam or not. But I think I want to put a seam just so I have like an easier time splitting for the sleeve. It's not impossible to not put seams, but I think I'll have an easier time splitting for sleeves. Now I'm thinking about it. Should I just work it in a round? Oh, because I have like increased points, I cannot like fully enjoy working it in a round. I hope I'm not confusing you guys. I'm like I'm thinking out loud. So yeah, since I'm going to be dividing into 4 and I'm going to have this seam running down the front or at the back, so that means that for the back that we are supposed to have 35 stitches, I have to have equal amount of stitches or chains on the back panel. So this is where it is. I'm just moving into the front. So 35 is not evenly divisible by 2, so I'm deciding to use 36 instead. So that's what I want to update you guys. I'm going to add an extra 4 chains, so that way I have 36 in the front, 36 at the back, and 16 on both shoulders. I hope that makes sense. So that way I'll have 18 chains or 18 stitches here, another 18 stitches here, so that will form 36 for the back. So it's even. If I add 35 like I originally said, I'm going to have 16 somewhere or 17 somewhere and 18 on the other. I want to make this as even as possible, so that is why I'm moving my chains to 104. So 18 here, 18 here, so that will make 36 for the back. Then the front, which is this, I'm going to have my 36 straight away, and then I'll be left with 16 stitches for the shoulders or the sleeve. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you are confused down below, so I'll be able to explain it again to you guys. I'll make sure that I don't have any twisted chain, and I will join in the round, making sure I do not have twisted chains. So after joining in the round, making sure that I don't have a twisted chain, you can see that it is flat. I will now chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm chaining 5 instead of 4 because it is one treble crochet, chain 1, and then skip 1 chain. So the extra 1 chain is my chain 1. So I'll yarn over twice. So I'm yarning over twice, 1, 2. Then I will skip 1 and walk into the next one. Chain 1, yarn over twice, skip 1 and walk into the next one. Chain 1, yarn over twice, skip 1 chain and walk into the next one. So I'll do this till I get to the beginning of the round. I've come to the beginning of the round. You can see I have just 1 chain left before the beginning of the round. So what I will do is I will just chain 1 and then slip stitch on the 4th chain, not the extra chain 1. You can see there's an extra chain 1 here, but on the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've completed the first round like this. I spent an entire like 3 to 5 minutes explaining to you guys how to divide the 104 stitches or chains, forgetting that I'm going to be making a mesh stitch. So you know we are skipping 1, so this is scaled down to divided by 2. So now since I have 52, I have 52 chains here, or stitches rather. God, I say that interchangeably. I have 52 stitches here. So what I'm going to be doing is for the back, I'm going to have 16 chains. That's where I'm going to be putting my increases. The front will have 16 as well, so I have 32. I'll have 20 stitches left that I'm going to be dividing by 2 for the sleeves. So starting off from the back, because I want this to be equal, I'm going to count 8 because 16 divided by 2, since I'm going to be working back and forth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be where my first increase is going to be, and then from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to have another one here. I'm just going to put my stitch markers so you guys can see what I'm talking about better. So now I have divided my raglan. So this is the back, that is why we are dividing this by 2. And 10 for the sleeves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 16 for the front. So now we're on the front, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then the remaining will be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the other sleeves. So this is my back, where my seam is going to be, and then this is my front. I hope you guys understanding. So now these are the points where we're going to be putting our increases, just so the raglan will go from there. So now starting on row 2 or round 2, I will chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for the treble crochets height, and then the extra 1 for the chain 1 space or the chain 1. I'll yarn over twice. Turn my work. Please turn your work. If not, your seam will be crooked. Please do not forget to turn your work. It's very important. Then I'm going to place my first treble crochet into this space. So I'm working into the space between the stitches and not on top of the stitches. If you work on top of the stitches, you have a different look. Chain 1, yarn over twice, and work in between the 2 like I just did now. Complete my treble crochet. This is a very simple pattern. Chain 1, yarn over twice, insert my hook. Again, chain 1, yarn over twice, 1, 2, insert my hook into the 2 chain space. So here, till I get to this point where I'm going to be placing my first increase. So I've gotten to my first increase point. All I'm going to be doing is place one treble crochet into that space, chain one, place another one in the same space. So I have placed my first increase. So you can see I have two here instead of one. Now I'll continue to work my raglan until I get to my next increase point, my next stitch marker. I've gotten to my next stitch marker, so I've placed my first treble crochet. I chained one, I yarn over twice, and I'm placing my second treble crochet in the same space. So again, I form my first or my second increase here. So I'll do this till I get to the end of the round. I've gotten to the end of my second round, which brings me to the next tip. So I have one more chain space here, but I will not be working into that because when we started the round, you can see here, after I chained 5, I worked my next treble crochet into the exact chain space. So if I were to put another one here, we are increasing. So that will mean that I'm starting to increase here. So the number of stitches will start to increase from this point, and we don't want that because this is at the back and we want it to be straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip here. I'm going to work into the fourth chain that I started with. So the fourth of the fifth of the 5 chains I started with. So this is what it's going to look like. But then I will now chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then yarn over, turn my work, and place my next treble crochet into this chain space. So another way you can go about it is you skip after you chain 5, you skip here and work into this next one. That means that when you're coming back, you can work into this last one. But I always prefer to do this, work my first treble crochet into the same chain space and then skip the last one. Depending on how you feel about it, you can do either. So again, here I will chain 1 like so, skip here, keep this one and slip stitch here. So I'll chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll turn my work. So that means that the one I skipped, I'm going to be accounting for it here. So I'm just going to work my next treble crochet into this space instead of the next one. So that's how to keep, or that's how I know to keep a straight seam. Chain 1, treble crochet into the next. Again, we're going to do this until we get here where I'm going to be placing my next increase. Now I've gotten to my next increase point. I can see this V stitch here, or V stitches here. I'm going to chain 1, place my next treble crochet in between these two here, chain another one, and place another one into the same space here. So it looks like this. I'll continue to place 1 treble crochet in each space till I get to my next increase point, which is here. I've gotten to my next increase point, which is here, so I'm just going to work my 2 treble crochets into the same space like so. You can see we are good. So I will continue to work my treble crochets and place my increases where I need to place them for the next couple of rounds, or until you are comfortable with splitting for sleeve. So when you do that, I'll mix you back and we can split for sleeve. Hello guys, it's been that's the oily face, and this is what it feels like. I can already tell that it's not laying properly, and that's going to be an issue. So I'm going to unravel the entire thing. This happens. I started with the 104 chains. I'm going to go up to 120. Yeah, because the measurements I have for this raglan, they are bigger than me, or they have broader shoulders than I do, and if this is laying kind of crooked on me. It's not laying properly, it's like bunging up. So after I chain 120, I'm going to put my four stitch markers at the four raglan points that I'm going to be picking out. So making sure that the front bit is wide enough just so you can have like a better silhouette on this broad shoulder client of mine. Broad shoulders, that's two shoulders. Broad shoulders client of mine. Um then the first round, this place in the first round, I did not put in any increases. But this time around, I'm going to put increases for the first round just so um my raglan can start to grow as soon as possible. Because I think one of the problem that I'm having here is because the yarn is like a bulkier weight, it is growing so fast. So if I was using my regular weight yarn, it will not grow this fast. So my my fifth row will not be this. My fifth row will not be this wide. So because it is growing so fast in length, I'm not getting enough time to make the raglan grow as I go. So proportions matter. The yarn and yarn size you are using determines how your pieces will fit. So that's another tip. So this is like one round is 1 inch. So this is about 5 inches. If I was using smaller weight yarn, 5 rounds will not give me 5 inches. So I'll have enough time for the raglan to grow like gradually, and so that way the width will also grow up with it. But because my yarn is bulky, I need to make the necessary adjustments to accommodate my yarn size and my hook size. I just thought to come on here and let you guys know that it doesn't always work out. So it's okay. Better now than when I have it up to here. Been there, done that. Okay, guys, taking it from the top. Now I have 120. So I have divided this raglan. So this is the back, this is the front. See? So I put my stitch markers. So my first round is going to have increases on this stitch marker point instead of just having a round where I don't have any increases. Okay guys, so now I've gotten to my first stitch marker. So I've chained an extra one. I'm going to yarn over twice and place my first increase in this space. So I have one, chain one, place another one in the same space. So that way my raglan can start to grow as soon as possible. So that's what I'm going to do. Wish me luck this time. Hi guys, it's been some time and this is what I have. I have 12 rounds here like this. I'm thinking I want to make it 13 rounds before I split for sleeve, just because they're taller than I am, so this should fit like a little bit higher for on them. But yeah, this is what I have so far. Okay guys, I have 13 rows here now. I'm on the 14th row. On the 14th row now, I have come to the increase point, so my corners where I've been placing my increases, but I'm no longer placing increases because I'm about to split for sleeve. So what I'm going to do is I will work one treble crochet into my increase space, but I will not be increasing. I'm going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have decided that 6 is enough for me. I would suggest you do multiples of 2 since we are going to be skipping one stitch. Then I'll yarn over twice and look for my next increase point, which is the next corner. Here then I'll work in treble crochet like so. So I have splitted for sleeve. So all I'm going to do now is continue to work treble crochets, one treble crochet in every space till I get to my next corner, so my next increase point. So when I get to my next increase point, which is my next corner, all I'm going to do is work one treble crochet into this point, then chain 6 and work another treble crochet into this other corner. So officially I would have splitted for sleeve. Again, I have gotten to my next corner, which is here. I'm going to, I've worked, or I am going to work one treble crochet into my increased stitch or spot. Then from here, I'm going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yarn over twice, and place my next increase here, in the next corner. Yeah, sorry, it kind of looks so tiny for a sec, but yeah, that's a problem. Guys, did I make a mistake? Hold on, hold on, guys. Hi, guys. So, yeah, how I went an entire like 5 rounds without realizing that I put in an extra increase. I don't know. I don't know. I think the biggest tip I can give you guys is to pay attention. So as you can see, I've gotten to my desired length for the body, and I have one sleeve. I just wanted to come on here to show you how I get another tip for the second sleeve. So for this sleeve, I used 7 millimeter hook to about here where I have the stitch marker. Then I changed to 8 millimeter just so you can drape better. The preference thing for me, you don't have to do this. I just like to play with hook sizes to get the desired drape I'm looking for or going for. So now another tip that I want to share with you guys is to put your seam on the inside of the sleeves. I don't know if you guys can see the seam running down here. Instead of having it like placed anywhere, I'd rather have it underneath the arm, like the armhole, to kind of conceal it. So what I'm going to do with my 7 millimeter hook, I'm going to attach my yarn to the middle of this. This is my middle stitch here. I'm going to attach my yarn into this stitch just so it can support the weight a bit. I would not like to use hair to like this extra loop because I just feel like it's a bit flimsy. I don't know if you guys can even see that. So I'll put my hook into this stitch rather than on top of it here. Just this little, hold on, this tiny, how do I show this for God's sake? I'll rather put it into the stitch. So attaching my yarn or my hook here, making sure it's in the middle of the sleeve so the seam is not running down awkwardly on the shoulders or something, except it's a design element. So say for instance you want your seam to run down the side of the sleeve like a design element, then that could be cute as well, but I'm trying to conceal the seam. So I'll pull my yarn through and have a long tail to weave in later and just slip stitch that onto. Again, I'm going to do the same thing that we have been doing, placing one treble crochet. I'll first chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll place one treble crochet in all my space till I get to, I have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 8th round where I'm going to be switching to my 8 millimeter, and I'm going to crochet the entire sleeve to my desired length, and essentially that's the completed raglan. But because this one is going to be having like an added design element, I'm going to show you guys how I just essentially crocheting my waves. There's no right way or wrong way to do this actually, depending on your preference. But yeah, I'm just going to go and do this second sleeve of camera and come back again. Pay attention, you guys. Pay attention. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit. This is what it's looking like. I think I will be putting in half double crochets around the neckline just to bring it in a bit. And I'm going to be using either a 4.5 millimeter or 5 millimeter hook. It's not necessary. I just want to, I don't know, kind of shape the neckline a little bit better. But yeah, I have all the web details going on. I don't even know if you can see that clearly because of the lighting, but I have it around the front and on the sleeves. I hope this is enough because they asked for a lot of this. I hope this is enough. I'm going to send them a picture and see if this is enough. But yeah, this literally took me like 4 hours to make like the webbing details. You would think it's just a little thing until you start doing it. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though there's lots of ups and downs. But yeah, this is how I would make a mesh raglan sweater with web details. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'm not showing my face because, oh my god, I'm so tired. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Au revoir.